Hey, welcome to Realstone Systems. This is white birch honed on our wall in our headquarters here in Detroit, Michigan. You know, if you're thinking about Realstone Systems and you're thinking about building clients and relationships, you can take a look at this wall and it really sums up what we do. We build a quality product. It's seamless on the wall. You can't see where the panels are in this. A rectified panel with incredible tolerances, beautiful quality stone that can be used inside or outside. We're a small family-owned company that opened over 20 years ago, located in Troy, Michigan, outside of Detroit. And today we're going to talk about tempered tile, which is a product that's exclusive to Realstone. We have many that are stock, many that are custom. We're going to talk about estate stone, which is a loose stone mounted on a stainless steel mesh, and it installs like a large format tile, 30 to 50% faster than regular stone. And we're going to talk about our ledge stone, which is what made us who we are today. 20 years ago, we had a decision to make. Do we want to bring a product into the United States that's inexpensive? Or do we want to bring a product into the United States that says quality? And that's what we did, and that's what our company's founded on. Quality product, quality service, and quality relationships. Hey, I've pulled a couple pieces of our stone panels out of our Realstone box and laid them up. You know, our stone should always be dry laid out. But when you dry lay it out, you're able to see how tight it goes together. It's a true 6x24 panel. It's rectified. You're going to find that the lines are cut. It's perfectly square. Underneath 15 pounds per square foot. And just like all of our stone ledger panels, installs just like a large format tile with a medium bed or a high-end thin set. Suitable for interior or exterior. You know, one of the cool things too is it's so smooth across the top that you're not going to get any lines or anything that raises up. If you would have just a little bit of a height increase there from stone to stone, you would have a coarse line above it on the next stone. I'm going to pan over here to our wall once again. And you can't see horizontal or vertical lines on the install. People talk about a Z panel, how it hides the spaces or hides the tile. And what it really does is create more problems for the installer and less aesthetic beauty on the end project. To illustrate how tight the fit and finish is on our stone, I actually have a light behind it. And you didn't see any light coming through. Here's a fun game called Find the Z Panel. Same light, brand X on the stone. Lights on. There's our Z right there with a space. It touches at the very top, but not at the bottom. Now, not all competition, we'll call this brand Z, not brand X. Not all brand Zs have a mesh on the back, but this product can't go outside. It can. Nobody's going to guarantee or warranty it with their mortar. Maybe you can use an epoxy adhesive. And you could install it inside. You just don't know what's going to happen. That's a bond breaker, according to the TCNA. Brand Z, Z panel. Okay, now I've stacked them up, one on top of each other. Tight finish, no rise between the panels and the stone. If I zoomed in, you wouldn't be able to tell where one panel stopped and started. There it is. Hey, one of the things that our customers really appreciate is our packaging. Now, I've already taken the straps off this box, but our boxes come in this high-quality cardboard with plenty of lettering to let you know it's Realstone. It's like a race car. White birch honed panel on the end with dates and numbers. It'll tell you if it's corners in the box. Inside, this is where it gets kind of great. Inside, we wrap every stone, weave foam in and out. And I've already taken 2 out of there that were in these spots. So the stone doesn't chatter, chip. It actually cushions it. It protects it from the inside out as we protect it from the outside in with the box and the straps. There's no window in the side of the box, so you can see what color it is. You know what color it is because we make sure with one of our 26 quality control checks, including colorway, how the panel is constructed. Hey, we looked at the back of the other panel. One of the things that we hear about our competition is that it arrives broken. Maybe you haven't heard that. I'm not sure. On the back, you'll see we don't have any glue. We don't have any mesh. Part of the quality in this panel is the amount of glue and adhesive that we put between the panel so it doesn't fall apart on the wet saw. There's no glue on the face. There's no spaces on the face. There's no glue on the back. You can get a stone to mortar installation. And this is a beautiful limestone, which has got good porosity, but still can go outside. We've got tons of installations with this product over the 20 years of our company that are still up and look beautiful, whether it's residential or commercial. If you're an A&D rep, this is one of our most popular stones. I'm going to talk about corners in a second, and I'm going to talk about how that can win you jobs, residentially, commercially. Realstone Systems really pushes the needle on the size of your ledge stone jobs. And we can help you win more impressive jobs, bigger jobs, commercial jobs, as well as high-end residential. Stand by. Well, the stone can be on the wall. But what's our design solutions for finishing the project? The corners, flat wall terminations. I think we've got some solutions. In fact, I know we do. Do you know what the average commercial contractor gets for installing, mitering a corner with a panel that doesn't have a corner? I've seen it $1 a linear foot. I've seen it $2 a linear foot. In some cases, I've seen it more when they really didn't want to do it. This is a Realstone Systems 2-piece corner, not a 1-piece corner. This is important because it's able to move with the wall. Walls are drawn up at 90 degrees, but they're seldom play out that way. This allows for movement. It also allows for a break-in movement. As it change of plane, we can see movement joints. I'm going to pull this apart. This comes in a box just like this. It'll have foam in between it, not just between the panels, but also between the corner. This is a married set. I mean, we've designed this panel to go with the panel next to it. We've ground the back. That's the kind of care we have to minimize the overhang. There's your 2-piece corner. Pretty cool. Installers love it. If you get ahead of on an architectural job fast enough, soon enough, you can actually do columns and bump outs with the interior dimension of the corner. There's an inside corner. Backsplashes, returns off fireplaces, walls. And then we have the natural end panel. The natural in panel doesn't come on all our panels, but many of them. It's variegated. It allows for flat wall terminations, for example, backsplashes into family rooms, walls that just end in commercial spaces. By simply installing that with the butt joint on the back, don't blame your cameraman. That's your end result. Shove this down. Boom. If that was both white, you'd have a beautiful return. Now I'm going to pan over here real quick because some of the other design solutions we have, with many of our stones, we have 6x24. There's the white birch tone right there. And 12x24 tile. Wall outlets, baseboards, different textured designs. We have hearthstones. So check out, when you're checking out our stones, check out all the different cuts we have with that particular species of stone or colorway. Realstone Systems Estate Stone. A 1 square foot panel mounted on a stainless steel mesh. So the individual panels go up like a tile. There's been products on the market similar to this since we've launched it, but none have the quality, fit, and finish, and even the look that ours does. You'll find yourself commercially when you're presenting this to architects or high-end residential builders, having large square footage jobs appear, whether it's fireplaces, floor to ceiling, outside of houses, outdoor kitchens, even accent walls in the kitchen. This is our Bristol Black, very popular on the East Coast, very similar to an indigenous stone from out there. Our Carbon, a little more contemporary, kind of an ashlar pattern feel. Greystone Gold, and Berkshire Buff, probably two of our best sellers, and Latte. And white birch. That one's white birch, the same stone that we just showed you on the other product, the panel. Okay, so we talked about a Z panel being what we think is an inferior design. But we do a Z panel, we do on this product because it actually has spaces in it. And what you'll find is when you run this together, you set your first course, and because it's perfectly level, even though it's completely random, we make that in a template. It takes our team about 15 minutes to assemble that panel horizontally standing up. That's time saved from an installer installing stone. So the cost per square foot may be a little bit more, but the cost on the wall is less. Architects love it. You're going to find yourself in the big square footage specifications when you show it to the right clients. This is what the corner looks like. There's a carbon corner. It's got a 90 for a full bed feel, robust. And there's the Berkshire Buff corner. I've shown the Berkshire Buff sandblasted tile for a reason. This tile is cost effective for exterior horizontal and vertical installations. It's actually less money than an Indiana limestone 6x24 panel. Has better sustainability because it's a quartzite. Has beautiful movement. And is the same stone as many of our other panels. The back of the estate stone is a stainless steel mesh. Full coverage. Mortar, cover the mesh. Wet mortar to wet mortar, just like any large format tile. and you'll have a incredibly long, sustainable, beautiful installation. No need to tuck point or grout. By full covering the back of the panel, the mortar squeezes through when you go wet mortar to wet mortar. The tempered collection. What you see on the wall is what we stock in inventory in Troy, Michigan. It's a subway tile. It's an interior-only product. It's a special one-of-a-kind product that Realstone created in conjunction with a designer, and we have had success year after year after year. Commercial, residential, clubhouses, multifamily, hospitality, restaurants, barbershops, bourbon and whiskey bars. This is natural stone covered in pigment and or foil. Every one is uniquely different because it is a natural stone. Subway tile shape is our most popular. However, we have mosaics, strips, and we have leather. Those are real leather wrapped stone tiles. In addition to our stocked material, which is represented here with some strips and mosaics and hexes, has a very Cellige-like feel. They're on a mat. We have custom special order products. Those are 12 by 24 ridged. Ask your sales rep about lead time. We have animal print, snake skin, leopard, zebra. We have 12 by 24 tiles. And the mother of all tempered, 24 by 48, when your customer and clients really want to make a statement. That is a huge piece of natural stone. And curated. If you have any questions about anything you've seen today, or anything that you've seen and I haven't talked about, feel free to visit our website at www.realstonesystems.com. We do have a page called Inspirational Catalogs, which covers our whole lineup of stone. Thanks for your time.